Guys, today, busy day. We got a lot on our plate. Um, we have the bees in the trees. I showed you that yesterday. They are up there. I got a trap I'm going to try to set out later on the day. Right now I don't have any lemongrass oil, but I have honey, I have beeswax. We're gonna try to super bait this box with as much sweetness as I can. It's got some comb in there. And maybe, just maybe, uh, it'll be a nice big opening and they'll look at it compared to what they got and go, heck yeah, we're moving there. We had another group of bees right over here yesterday. We had two swarms show up yesterday morning, one in this tree and one on this little bitty, it was right here on this little bitty pine tree right there. And that swarm was 2.5 foot long, and it was about that big around. It was a good 7-8 inch diameter, and they sat on that tree for, I don't know, about 2 hours, and then they took off in the middle of the day sometime. I didn't see them when they left, but today we're gonna try to get that done. This will probably be 2 different videos. I'm gonna get that done, get a bait center set out, maybe 2 or 3. And my Granberg Alaskan sawmill. I got a 24-inch Alaskan sawmill. I'm very excited about it. Today we're going to go out and I'm going to do my first cuttings. I had a video. I did a whole video of putting it together, and it's very simple, very nice parts. They've got some new custom pieces that they've done that have improved the quality. Somehow that video got erased. I've looked all on my phone, I've looked all on my computer. I thought I downloaded everything together, and apparently I missed that video and deleted it. So we're about to go cut up some red fir. I have a lot of trees I got to get to this summer, and I hate to waste them. We got some blue pine, a lot of good looking blue pine. I've been peeling bark off and you can already see the blue stain, so it should look primo. I'm going to start off today. I'm starting off, we're getting our mill and we're heading to the back and we're going to start milling some wood. I plan on cutting some beams out of it. All right, well, I got these, my kids came out here. I'm not too happy. Got mud all over these logs and stacked a whole bunch of stuff around yesterday playing with their friends. But I'm gonna try to cut this right here. I'm gonna come in and cut off all these little pieces here. And this is the plank I'm gonna use as my guide. And I can't decide, it's going to be a little tough to get it squared up. I can't find my small square, but I think I can. And I'm going to try to actually cut a beam out of this. I haven't measured yet to see how big of one I can get. Probably 8 by 8 or maybe a 10 by 10. So we'll see. This is the first time I've set my Greenberg mill on my saw here. Shouldn't need more than this tool right here. And first I'm going to come in here and loosen these up. As well. Alright, I'm going to have to bring that back. And as you can see, this is for a 24-inch mill. And what we have here is a 20-inch bar. So I'm going to have to just make an adjustment right in here. Alright, whenever you make your adjustment for your saw length, you will need this Allen wrench that comes with the mill. I just keep it in my handy dandy little bag. I'm already tired. Been out having to, this town is a logging town. It's what it's here. It's what so many people around here do for a living. And yet we have 1,200 people. We have 3 or 4 hardware stores and tool stores. None of them carry a PV, which is very handy. Not loose enough. I forgot, I had a hard time getting this sizing guide into the holders here. There we go. I don't want to, if you'll zoom in right here, I have a sprocket right in here. I'm trying to remember, I don't want to clamp down on the sprocket real tight. And the truth is, you don't want to clamp down too tight on this and end up pinching your bar or bending your bar. Well, I started to make a cut, and I measured this log. It's 17 inches across, and I got a 20-inch bar. And I just had a loopy moment. I got to take out almost 6 inches of my bar, not quite, 5.5 inches, 5 and 3. Let's see, what is it? 5 3/4 of my bar is removed with this mill, and I only have from in here to right here to actually cut with. So I was going in too deep. I had a spot that was like 14.5, 15 inches wide, and my bar won't go by it. So I'm gonna bring my depth to a different spot. And if you look right here, this goes all the way, I mean, if you go all the way to the top, you're at, I think, 14 inches. The last one showing is 13, so up here would be 14 inches. Right here, I'm going to 2.5 inch depth. And then I'm just gonna tighten that down. And hold it there, tighten this down, and try again. And you know, I want to get another chainsaw. Been wanting to get another chainsaw for some time. This is a great chainsaw for going and getting some firewood, small firewood, and it's lighter than some of the really big ones. This one I think is 55 cc's. I'd like to get a 70 or 90 cc, which I know is ridiculous, but I'd rather have overkill. It makes faster work, I find, to have something more than not enough or just adequate. So we're gonna try it again. As you can see, I mean, I did a shallow cut, And you can see that I didn't even get through all the bark. Some of these trees have thick bark. And I have some spots in here, right in here, where the saw teetered a little bit. And this board that we used right here, that my son's taking the screws out of, it did a little bit of this as I was going down. So we're going to put it back on and do another 3-inch cut. You can see earlier I did a cut here and it got too wide. Also, you'll notice I just went in and freestyled it on the sides to get this log, hopefully it's narrow enough all the way down. Well, whoo, what a day. Gotta catch my breath here. I've been tackling this red fir, 16-foot red fir with this 24-inch chainsaw mill. Got a chainsaw with a 20-inch blade, or bar, sorry, 20-inch bar. And covered in man glitter. Woohoo! I had to go down the sides and cut off a lot along the edges, and turned out there were two spots, or no, there was one spot I didn't cut wide enough, and it was that much, but that mill won't go past it. It's a 24-inch mill. Like I said, I got a 20-inch bar, but it doesn't mean it'll do a 20-inch cut. It'll actually do about 14 1/4, 14 1/2. And I had a spot that was just over 15 inches wide. So I decided, I screwed up here anyway, my top board on this smaller end, this log, that's the bottom of the log. This is the top of it. And this bottom end was tapered, I guess about 2 1/2, 3 inches. And when I put that board on there, I was checking for level, but I wasn't thinking straight. I just was not. My first time to do it, trying it out. You're gonna make mistakes, just plan on it. If you've never done it before, just plan on making mistakes. But I did cut out this fantastic slab of wood. It's 4.5 inches thick, and I got a live edge on one side, and it's a real pretty live edge at that. And I'm thinking, and I want to say that's a little over 8 foot long. I may try to get myself another slab about the same length and thickness, and then I'll rip this side of this board, and I'll rip the flattest side of the other slab of wood, and try to joint them together and make a table with a live edge or a countertop, something. We are actually, one of the things I'm considering with a lot of this is building an outdoor kitchen with this summer, and we're talking about doing a lot of our living out here while the house is getting remodeled. So anyhow, it is hard work, but it's satisfying. I really enjoyed it. There's what's left of that log. I'm going to get another about 6.5 footer right here, 4.5 inches deep. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that bottom. I may cut another plank out of it, another slab, or there's a good chance I may use that along with the bottoms of several other ones, and I'll build a really nice big timber frame roof over the kitchen, and take those bottom halves, if I can get enough friends over here to help, which I got some pretty good friends, and we're gonna possibly be able to roll them up on top, flat side down, and you know, join them together, put some mud or something in there. I don't know what we'd put in there, but something to keep the water from coming through, and try to make something unique. You know, I like building. I've never learned stick frame, but I enjoy building stuff for me. I would never charge anybody to hire me to come and be the guy that's doing a remodel or construction on a new home or something. I've just never learned it. But I have built, you know, I built stuff. Built that barn right there. It's a good barn. It's lasting. It won't last forever like a good barn, a really good barn would, but I'd love to get a bunch of timbers out of this and build a really nice barn in place of that one, or down the hill. Anyhow, I'll tell you this, moving a slab of wood that big, I'm a pretty decent sized fella. I'm not huge. I can lift. That was heavy. I picked it up on one end, walked to the middle, rested on my shoulder, and I was thinking about walking it up to the house, and I said, you know what, I'm leaving it right here, and I threw it down. Well, my phone died. I had to use my wife's phone real quick. Anyhow, guys, I really want to thank you for watching, taking the time to check this out. Hopefully you learned something. I'm learning a little bit. Make sure the widths on your logs are the right width before you start cutting, because it will really save you a lot of heartache and a lot of hard work. So if you like it, please comment, leave me a message, let me know what you thought. If you got some tips, please share. And as always, please re-steam, share it with your friends, and if you're not already a subscriber, please follow, and hope to see you guys soon. You have yourselves a great day.